Welcome to this comprehensive analysis of the Ford 6R80 transmission issues. I'm speaking as a mechanical engineering expert about this 6-speed automatic transmission. The 6R80 is a 6-speed automatic transmission introduced by Ford in 2009. It features electronic shift control and select shift capability for manual gear selection. The 6R80 has been used in various Ford vehicles, including F-150 trucks, Mustangs, and Expeditions, as well as the Explorer and Lincoln Navigator. The 6R80 transmission has been the subject of numerous complaints and legal actions due to persistent mechanical problems. These include valve body malfunctions, torque converter failures, fluid leakage, electronic control issues, and shifting problems. Today we'll examine these issues and how Transmax Transmissions has developed innovative solutions to address them. In the next section, we'll explore the basic design and function of the 6R80 transmission. The 6R80 is a 6-speed automatic transmission designed specifically for rear-wheel drive applications. Let's examine its basic design and functionality. This transmission was developed by Ford and first appeared in 2007 vehicles. The 6R in the name denotes its 6 forward speeds and rear-wheel drive configuration. The 6R80 transmission consists of 5 key components: a torque converter, planetary gear sets, electronic control system, hydraulic control system, and multiple clutch packs. The 6R80 was designed to handle up to 800 Newton meters of torque, which is reflected in the 80 designation in its name. The 6R80 uses planetary gear sets to create different gear ratios. Each set consists of a sun gear in the center, planet gears that rotate around it, and a ring gear on the outside. By combining multiple planetary sets and selectively locking or unlocking different elements using clutch packs and brake bands, the transmission can achieve 6 different forward gear ratios. The 6R80 uses a complex hydraulic control system centered around the valve body. This network of passages and valves directs pressurized transmission fluid to engage or disengage various clutch packs. The electronic control system of the 6R80 is centered around the Transmission Control Module, or TCM. This computer monitors various sensor inputs, including vehicle speed, transmission fluid pressure, and temperature. Based on these inputs and driver demands, the TCM calculates the optimal shift timing and controls solenoids that direct hydraulic pressure to the appropriate clutch packs, enabling smooth gear changes. To summarize, the 6R80 transmission features 6 forward speeds and is capable of handling up to 800 Newton meters of torque. Its design incorporates planetary gear sets, a complex hydraulic control system, and sophisticated electronic controls. Understanding this basic architecture is crucial for identifying why certain components have been prone to failure, which we'll explore in the next sections. Section 4. Torque converter lockup problems in the Ford 6R80 transmission. The torque converter is a fluid coupling device that transfers engine power to the transmission. A key component is the lockup clutch, which creates a direct mechanical connection between the engine and transmission for improved efficiency. In normal operation, the lockup clutch engages smoothly, creating a direct connection that improves fuel efficiency by up to 30%. However, the Ford 6R80 transmission often experiences problems with the torque converter lockup. These issues include shuddering, vibration, and premature clutch material wear. As the converter fails to properly lock and unlock, it generates excessive heat. This leads to transmission fluid breakdown, which further accelerates the failure cycle. The ultimate consequences are reduced fuel efficiency, poor driving experience, and eventually complete transmission failure, requiring costly repairs or replacement. These design flaws in the torque converter represent one of the major weak points in the Ford 6R80 transmission system. The Ford 6R80 transmission is notorious for fluid leakage issues from various points, creating significant problems for owners. A thorough analysis reveals two particularly problematic areas: the transmission pan gasket and the output shaft seal. The transmission pan gasket is subjected to constant heat cycling and pressure changes. Ford's original gasket material was insufficient for these conditions, leading to warping and eventual leakage. The output shaft seal experiences similar issues. The constant rotation and temperature variations cause the original seals to harden and crack, creating persistent leaks during operation. These leaks create serious environmental hazards. Transmission fluid is toxic to wildlife and can contaminate soil and water sources. Even a small amount of transmission fluid can pollute thousands of gallons of water. Beyond environmental concerns, leaks lead to low fluid levels inside the transmission. This insufficient lubrication accelerates wear on critical internal components. Gears, bearings, and clutches experience increased friction, generating heat and metal debris that further damages the system. Analysis of Ford's original seal materials reveals fundamental design flaws. The materials weren't sufficiently durable for the operating temperatures and pressures experienced in real-world conditions. The seals begin hardening after 30,000 to 50,000 miles, well short of the expected transmission lifespan. In summary, the 6R80 transmission suffers from persistent fluid leakage issues, primarily at the pan gasket and output shaft seal. These leaks create environmental hazards and accelerate internal wear, ultimately leading to premature transmission failure. The root cause is Ford's use of seal materials that weren't designed for the actual operating conditions. The electronic control module is the brain of the Ford 6R80 transmission, managing its most critical functions. This module controls shifting patterns, regulates hydraulic pressure, monitors sensor inputs, and adapts to driving conditions in real time. Many 6R80 owners have reported electronic control module failures, which manifest in three primary ways: erratic shifting patterns, failure to engage gears, and the transmission entering limp mode. These failures stem from critical design flaws. The module is poorly positioned within the transmission, exposing it to excessive heat and constant vibration. This hostile environment dramatically shortens its lifespan. What makes these issues particularly frustrating is that they're often intermittent and difficult to diagnose. Error codes may appear briefly, then disappear, making reliable repairs challenging. In summary, the electronic control module in the 6R80 transmission suffers from several critical issues: poor placement, exposing it to heat, vibration damage to components, deteriorating electrical connections, diagnostic difficulties, and a significantly shortened lifespan. The Ford 6R80 transmission suffers from significant durability issues in its planetary gear sets. A planetary gear set consists of a central sun gear, surrounded by planet gears, all enclosed within a ring gear. Under normal operation, these components work together to provide smooth power transmission and gear ratios. The 6R80 transmission exhibits several common failure points in the planetary gear system. Sun gear teeth experience premature wear, leading to excessive backlash and metal particles in the fluid. Planet gear bearings often fail, causing increased friction and generating metallic debris. The internal splines of the ring gear develop cracks and wear patterns that compromise engagement. Planetary carrier pins can fracture under load, leading to catastrophic failure of the entire assembly. The durability issues in the 6R80 planetary gear sets can be traced back to several metallurgical shortcomings. Ford's approach to manufacturing these components has several critical weaknesses. By contrast, an optimal design would incorporate deeper case hardening, higher core tensile strength, and more precise heat treatment control. The planetary gear sets face their greatest challenges under heavy-duty conditions, such as towing. When towing heavy loads, the planetary gears experience significantly higher torque loads and thermal stress. As planetary gear sets begin to fail, drivers will notice several telltale symptoms. These include whining or grinding noises, vibration during specific gear ratios, and metal particles in the transmission fluid. As damage progresses, drivers may experience slipping or harsh engagement, eventually leading to complete loss of drive in severe cases. To summarize, the Ford 6R80 transmission's planetary gear sets suffer from fundamental design and manufacturing shortcomings. The components lack proper metallurgical treatment, leading to premature wear on sun, planet, and ring gears. These weaknesses become particularly evident during towing and heavy-duty applications, with failures progressing from noise and vibration to complete transmission failure. Understanding these planetary gear set weaknesses is crucial for addressing the 6R80's reliability issues. The 6R80 transmission contains multiple clutch packs that are critical for engaging different gear ratios. These clutch packs consist of alternating friction plates and steel plates that engage and disengage to control power flow. Ford's design of the 6R80 clutch packs contains several critical flaws that lead to premature failure. Clutch pack failure progresses through several distinct phases, starting with material degradation and ending with complete transmission failure. Drivers experiencing clutch pack failure will notice several distinct symptoms as the condition worsens. A properly designed clutch pack system would include better materials, additional plates, and improved spacing to handle the torque demands. These clutch pack failures result in costly repairs and significant safety concerns, as transmission failure can occur without warning. The Ford 6R80 transmission suffers from significant cooling system inadequacies that lead to premature failure. The transmission's cooling system is notably undersized for the amount of heat generated during operation, especially in high-load situations like towing. The transmission fluid cooler and associated lines simply don't provide adequate heat dissipation capacity, especially when the vehicle is under load. Operating temperatures frequently exceed design specifications. While the transmission was designed to operate around 150 to 175 degrees Fahrenheit, actual temperatures often climb above 200 degrees during towing or in hot weather. Excessive heat causes transmission fluid to break down rapidly. This leads to a loss of viscosity and lubrication properties. The excessive heat also causes seals to harden, crack, and fail prematurely. This leads to fluid leaks and further accelerates transmission wear. In summary, the 6R80's cooling system inadequacies lead to a cascade of failures. The undersized cooler cannot handle heat loads during towing or high-temperature operation. This results in accelerated fluid breakdown, seal failures, and premature wear on internal components, significantly reducing the transmission's lifespan. Shift solenoids are critical components in the Ford 6R80 transmission that control hydraulic pressure to engage different gear ratios. These electromagnetic valves consist of a coil that, when energized, moves a plunger to direct hydraulic fluid to the appropriate clutch packs. The 6R80 transmission solenoids have proven unreliable, with many failing prematurely due to several common issues. When these solenoids fail, the transmission exhibits several problematic symptoms that affect drivability and accelerate wear on other components. A failing solenoid triggers a cascade of problems, damaging clutch packs, causing valve body wear, and overheating the transmission fluid. The reliability issues with shift solenoids in the 6R80 create dangerous driving conditions that pose significant safety risks. In this section, we'll examine the legal basis for class action lawsuits against Ford regarding the 6R80 transmission, focusing on breach of warranty claims. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act is a federal law that establishes standards for consumer product warranties. Under this act, manufacturers must honor their written warranties and cannot disclaim implied warranties if they offer a written warranty. Plaintiffs in the 6R80 transmission lawsuits argue that Ford failed to address known defects covered under warranty. Instead, dealers offered temporary fixes that didn't resolve the underlying design flaws. Many vehicle owners reported multiple repair attempts without resolution, even after warranty service. The breach of warranty claims are significantly strengthened by Ford's own technical service bulletins, or TSBs. These bulletins, issued by Ford to its dealership network, explicitly acknowledge various 6R80 transmission problems. These documents serve as powerful evidence that Ford was aware of the defects but failed to implement permanent solutions. Under the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, successful plaintiffs may recover damages for repair costs, diminished vehicle value, and in some cases, attorney's fees. Courts may also grant injunctive relief requiring Ford to properly address the transmission defects. These breach of warranty claims form the foundation of the legal case against Ford regarding the 6R80 transmission. We now examine how the 6R80 transmission issues potentially violated consumer protection laws. State consumer protection laws prohibit deceptive trade practices and false advertising. These laws exist to protect consumers from unfair business practices by manufacturers. Plaintiffs allege that Ford continued to market vehicles with the 6R80 transmission as reliable and durable. However, internal documents suggest Ford was aware of significant design flaws and reliability issues with these transmissions. This constitutes what's legally termed as fraudulent concealment. Ford allegedly had access to substantial evidence indicating widespread transmission problems through warranty claims, dealer reports, and internal testing data. These consumer protection violations form a solid legal basis for lawsuits. If proven, they could result in monetary damages, restitution for affected owners, civil penalties, and potentially extended warranty coverage for affected vehicles. Class action lawsuits concerning the Ford 6R80 transmission must meet specific legal requirements to proceed. For a case to be certified as a class action, several criteria must be evaluated by the court. First, plaintiffs must demonstrate commonality, showing that there are common questions of law or fact affecting all class members. Second, their claims must be typical of the class, representing the same issues other class members face. Third, a class action must be the most efficient way to resolve the dispute, providing a practical benefit over individual lawsuits. And finally, the class must be so numerous that joining all members individually would be impractical. In the Ford 6R80 transmission cases, courts have generally found that these requirements are met. The design defects affect all transmissions of this model in substantially the same way. The transmissions went through the same manufacturing process, regardless of which vehicle they were installed in. Vehicle owners reported similar repair experiences and symptoms across different models. Based on these factors, courts have generally approved class certification for 6R80 transmission cases. Class certification allows thousands of affected Ford vehicle owners to pursue claims collectively rather than individually. Ford has developed several legal defenses in response to lawsuits regarding the 6R80 transmission. In their legal responses, Ford has presented several key arguments to defend against claims of defective transmissions. Ford has argued that the transmission issues are not the result of design defects, but rather represent normal wear and tear that occurs with vehicle use over time. They've also claimed that many of the reported problems stem from improper maintenance by vehicle owners, rather than inherent flaws in the transmission design. Another key argument is that the reported transmission issues do not constitute safety hazards, even if they affect vehicle performance or comfort. Ford points out that many vehicles equipped with the 6R80 transmission function without any reported problems, suggesting that issues are not universal or inherent to the design. The company highlights their technical service bulletins and warranty extensions as evidence of their good faith efforts to address customer concerns. Ford often presents their technical service bulletins as evidence in legal proceedings. They argue these bulletins demonstrate their commitment to addressing transmission issues, providing dealers with updated procedures to resolve customer complaints. Ford also points to their warranty extensions as evidence of their good faith efforts to address customer concerns. In 2016, Ford extended the warranty to 5 years, 60,000 for certain model years, which they present as evidence of their commitment to customer satisfaction. In 2018, Ford extended the warranty to 7-year, 100,000 for certain model years, which they present as evidence of their commitment to customer satisfaction. These warranty extensions are central to Ford's argument that they have taken reasonable steps to address any potential issues with the 6R80 transmission. In summary, Ford's legal strategy centers around several key arguments. They consistently deny the existence of fundamental design defects in the 6R80 transmission. Instead, they attribute reported issues to improper maintenance or normal wear and tear. Ford emphasizes their good faith efforts to address customer concerns through technical service bulletins and dealer training. They highlight the large number of vehicles equipped with the 6R80 that function without reported problems. And they point to their voluntary customer support programs, including warranty extensions, as evidence of their commitment to customer satisfaction. These legal defenses have played a significant role in how Ford has responded to litigation concerning the 6R80 transmission. Several class action lawsuits regarding the Ford 6R80 transmission have resulted in settlements rather than going to trial. Let's examine these settlement patterns. When comparing settlements to trials, we see that most 6R80 cases have been resolved through settlements. This offers faster resolution and guaranteed compensation for vehicle owners. These settlements typically include 3 main components: extended warranties covering future transmission failures, reimbursement for past repairs, and direct cash payments to affected owners. The settlement amounts typically reflect the cost of transmission repairs, which can range from $2,000 to $5,000 per vehicle, with an average of around $3,500. In these settlements, Ford typically acknowledges the transmission issues without admitting any legal liability. This strategy allows them to resolve cases while protecting their legal position. Transmax Transmissions has developed a completely redesigned valve body for the 6R80 that addresses the fundamental flaws in Ford's original design. The valve body is a critical component that controls hydraulic pressure and fluid flow, directing the transmission when to shift. Using higher-grade materials with proper hardening processes, Transmax's valve bodies resist wear and maintain precise hydraulic control. The material quality is significantly improved. While Ford uses standard cast aluminum, Transmax utilizes premium hardened alloy that provides superior durability and resistance to wear. The redesigned valve bores and spool valves have tighter tolerances. Ford's design has large clearances that allow fluid to bypass, while Transmax's precision fit ensures proper hydraulic pressure. Surface finish quality is crucial for valve body performance. Transmax achieves a much smoother surface that minimizes friction and prevents sticking and binding of valve components. These design improvements eliminate the erratic shifting and pressure loss issues common in the original units. The result is smoother shifting, better hydraulic control, and significantly improved durability. Transmax has engineered an improved torque converter for the Ford 6R80 transmission that eliminates common failure points. The standard 6R80 torque converter suffers from shudder and premature lockup clutch failure, particularly under high-stress conditions. Transmax's enhanced design features several critical improvements to address these issues and extend service life. The Transmax converter uses a more durable friction material for the lockup clutch, significantly reducing wear and failure rates. Advanced fluid dynamics within the converter improve torque transfer efficiency and reduce heat generation. Reinforced mounting points prevent flexing under high torque loads, maintaining proper alignment even in extreme conditions. Enhanced thermal management features promote better heat dissipation, protecting internal components from thermal stress. These engineering improvements deliver significant performance benefits for 6R80 transmission owners. The result is smoother engagement during lockup, eliminating the harsh shudder that plagues factory converters. Improved heat dissipation protects internal components, while the reinforced design dramatically extends service life even under demanding conditions. Transmax's enhanced torque converter represents a significant engineering improvement over the factory design, addressing the fundamental weaknesses that lead to premature failure. Transmax has developed a comprehensive sealing system upgrade to address the persistent leakage issues in the Ford 6R80 transmission. The 6R80 transmission experiences leakage at several critical points, including the output shaft seal, pan gasket, case seal, and pump seal. To address these issues, Transmax has implemented high-temperature, chemical-resistant materials for all gaskets and seals. These advanced materials offer significantly higher temperature resistance, enhanced chemical resistance, improved vibration tolerance, and extended durability compared to OEM standards. A critical improvement is the completely redesigned output shaft seal. The output shaft seal design has been completely rethought with a multi-lip structure, integrated dust seal, and reinforced construction to handle pressure and movement without leaking. Transmax also uses a proprietary pan gasket technology that maintains its seal even under extreme conditions. This specialized gasket is designed to withstand extreme temperature cycles from -40 to 230 degrees Celsius, resists chemical degradation, and maintains its seal even under severe vibration conditions. Together, these sealing system improvements effectively eliminate the persistent leakage issues that plagued the original 6R80 design. These upgrades form a comprehensive solution that ensures reliable, leak-free operation throughout the life of the transmission. The Transmax solution features significantly reinforced planetary gear sets that address the durability problems found in the original Ford 6R80 transmission. These planetary gears are manufactured from superior alloys and undergo advanced heat treatment processes, significantly improving their durability compared to OEM parts. Transmax has redesigned these critical components with wider contact surfaces, improved tooth profiles, and better overall geometry. These enhancements distribute forces more evenly across the gear faces. These engineering improvements result in three major benefits: quieter operation with reduced noise and vibration, significantly greater load capacity for demanding applications, and dramatically improved service life. Transmax's reinforced planetary gear system excels in the most demanding scenarios, including heavy towing operations and high-performance applications where OEM components often fail prematurely. The result is a planetary gear system that substantially outlasts the original Ford components, providing reliable performance even under conditions that would typically cause OEM parts to fail. Transmax's enhanced clutch pack design offers significant improvements over the original Ford 6R80 components. The original Ford design uses fewer clutch plates with standard friction materials. Transmax has completely redesigned the clutch packs with more plates and higher quality materials. Transmax uses higher quality friction materials in their clutch plates. The steel plates are precision machined and undergo an advanced heat treatment process to prevent warping under high temperatures. A key advantage of the Transmax design is improved heat dissipation. The original Ford clutches are prone to thermal breakdown, while Transmax clutches maintain lower operating temperatures. These design improvements result in smoother engagement, greater torque capacity, and significantly longer service life. The enhanced heat dissipation prevents the thermal breakdown that commonly affects the original Ford clutches. Looking at the technical specifications, we can see that Transmax uses 12 plates compared to Ford's 8, with high-performance friction materials and advanced heat treatment. These improvements extend the service life by 2 to 3 times compared to the original components. With these comprehensive clutch pack improvements, Transmax delivers a more reliable and longer-lasting transmission rebuild that addresses the fundamental weaknesses in the original Ford design. The original Ford 6R80 transmission suffers from significant cooling system inadequacies that can lead to premature failure and reduced performance. These limitations include restricted fluid passages, basic cooler design, suboptimal fluid circulation patterns, and a tendency to overheat under heavy loads. Transmax has completely redesigned the cooling system of the 6R80 transmission with several key improvements. First, Transmax has significantly enlarged the fluid passages, increasing the cross-sectional area by up to 30%. This allows for greater fluid volume and flow rate throughout the transmission. Second, the cooler design has been enhanced with additional cooling fins and optimized flow channels, increasing heat dissipation efficiency by up to 40% compared to the OEM design. Third, Transmax engineers have completely re-engineered the fluid circulation patterns to eliminate hotspots and ensure consistent cooling throughout the transmission. These design improvements deliver substantial temperature management benefits. The Transmax system maintains transmission temperatures 15 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than the OEM design under identical load conditions. This cooler operating temperature maintains optimal fluid viscosity, extends the life of clutches and seals, and prevents fluid breakdown even under extreme conditions like towing or high-performance driving. For vehicles operating under severe duty conditions, Transmax also offers auxiliary cooling system solutions that can be easily integrated with their enhanced 6R80 transmission. These supplementary cooling systems are particularly beneficial for heavy towing and hauling, performance driving, commercial fleet vehicles, and operation in extreme climates. When combined with Transmax's core cooling improvements, these auxiliary systems can provide an additional 10 to 15 degree temperature reduction under extreme loads, significantly extending transmission life. Transmax has engineered replacement solenoids for the 6R80 transmission that far exceed OEM specifications for durability and precision. The solenoid is a critical component that controls hydraulic pressure and fluid flow in the transmission. Transmax solenoids use better electrical components, improved sealing, and more precise manufacturing tolerances. Let's compare OEM solenoids with Transmax's precision-engineered alternatives. These engineering improvements result in several key benefits for vehicle performance. Transmax solenoids provide more consistent hydraulic pressure control, eliminating erratic shifting, and are designed to be more resistant to contamination from fluid debris. This precision solenoid technology represents a significant improvement over OEM components, providing smoother shifts and longer service life. Transmax Transmissions, located in Ocala, Florida, has established itself as a leader in solving Ford 6R80 transmission problems. They've helped thousands of Ford owners nationwide overcome persistent transmission issues with their proven solutions. Transmax rebuilt transmissions typically outlast even new OEM units because they address all the fundamental design flaws present in the original. Transmax stands behind their work with industry-leading warranties, demonstrating their confidence in their engineering solutions. Customer testimonials consistently praise the smooth operation and reliability of Transmax rebuilt 6R80 transmissions. In conclusion, while Ford has struggled with persistent design issues in the 6R80 transmission, Transmax has developed comprehensive engineering solutions that address every failure point. Let's review how Transmax solutions compare directly with the original Ford components across all critical failure points. Transmax's innovative approaches have created a superior product that outperforms the original in every way, with specific improvements in key areas. For Ford owners experiencing 6R80 problems, Transmax Transmissions in Ocala, Florida offers the definitive solution, backed by expertise and comprehensive warranty support. Choose Transmax, engineered for excellence.